Hi everyone, Luna Gamer Alex here, and this is YosUki, and Games. And I'm alone in my game room. I live stream every single one of my gaming sessions since 2010, and I have been saving them to my YouTube channel. I do this to allow me to take a glimpse back at all of my gaming adventures, sort of a detailed observations of my life as a gamer. The session is starting now, and I thank you for watching.
Alright, so we're going to be doing Wingard Cottage here with the Intruders. My final girl again is Charlie, since we won kinda, last game, so I think I'm going to stick with her. And then she got her special, we unlocked her special hammer because we won last match. And I was lucky enough that special hammer is actually revealed there as one of the items over at the boathouse. And the funny thing is, I didn't even set it up where it's part of the 12. I just shuffle it into the whole stack of items, and we were lucky to be able to get the hammer there. So I don't know how good that item is though, because I've never used it before. The one thing I forgot to do was to use my app again so I can keep track of the stats of me playing this game. So let me just go ahead and do that real quickly. New game. Standard. Charlie, and we are fighting... We are fighting, or trying to survive, and we are fighting them too because we have to kill them against the Intruders. And the location is going to be Wingard Cottage here. And I'm gonna read the lore because I haven't for this setup. So let's check out what this is all about. New challenges, because I've never done this particular combination before. Gruesome death, yes, we'll try gruesome death. Oh, and then I got the setup for this game is couples weekend, and I thought that was really cute. So couples are just fucking except for us, I guess. We're not, and then there's this other person here who's not. So maybe this is our love interest. Maybe you can create a story here where you know you're in this couple getaway, but then the two of you are like fighting. So because the rest of them are actually together, but interestingly, so yeah, so these guys are fucking at the lakefront, and these guys are fucking inside the shed. I don't know why people would do that because they might injure their private parts. And then the two bedrooms, and then the family room. There's a couple in the family room, but we also got for the random event another way out, which I thought was really interesting because there's a neighbor actually who is crashing the couples weekend. He's hanging out here in the family room, but with the neighbor as a special survivor here, or a special victim. The Now we have the option to go to the lakefront as long as the neighbor is there. The blue guy here is a neighbor. If we're able to get the neighbor to the lakefront, him and three other victims can actually escape using the boat here. So even though because the exit for this game is like right here and right here, but now you can also exit using the boat, and then you can exit with three people with plus the neighbor. It says, let's just make sure to read that. Place the boat. When the neighbors on the lakefront, they end up they they and up to 3 other victims on that space may exit and be saved. So we have to keep that in mind. But that also means that number of victims has risen by 1. The potential victims. I thought you can put the event here. It doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't care about the event or whatever. Okay. Oh, Trish is the guy with the bushy head. Okay. And then we know who Baguette is, and then we have Zeke. Okay, so the interesting thing about the Intruders, we have 3 killers, and so when I was trying to figure out, okay, which ones we're gonna play next, immediately I was thinking about the Intruders because the mechanics is really interesting because we have three killers, and of course this whole setup is inspired by UNX, with Wingard Cottage. It's Adam Wingard. I thought that was just a funny little nod to that movie. Okay, so everything's pretty much set up. So we're gonna go ahead and start the game. Oh, I want to read about Wingard Cottage. Is it the same? Like if you check the lore here? Oh, I already bypassed that page though. I think you might be able to still, if I click Wingard Cottage. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, so it says Wingard Cottage is a perfect getaway nestled in the woods on the edge of a pristine lake. The cottage has been in the family. The text on this thing is so small. And I'm still learning to use this bifocals. Because I'm still not used to doing this. So the cottage has been in the family for generations. Although it has changed over the years, it still has the same charming quality as when it was first built. Many special events and relaxing getaways have been hosted here. Unfortunately, it has also seen its share of tragedies, horrible events that have plagued the family throughout the home's history. Best not to dwell on the past, though, for surely your stay will be peaceful and carefree. That's a cute description. Let me just read about a little bit about the intruder. There's like more detailed lore here, but the intruders believe they're doing holy work, freeing souls from a pitiful existence in our world, one consumed by greed, ambition, lust, and jealousy. In their eyes, the rich, successful, and well-to-dos are the ones most suffering from this sinful way of living. They feel it's up to them to relieve these people from their worldly burdens. Okay. So that's their motivation, why they want to kill us. Okay. So it's a couples weekend. Everyone's fucking. We're not. I don't know what the deal with that is, but like I said, we can create a story where we're fighting with this person. That's why everyone's together except for us. And then the neighbor is just hanging out. Just they saw everybody's gathering at the cottage and he decides to stop by and introduce himself and just hang out with this couple over here. All right, so let's start. The final girl gets to go first. And they start here actually. The killers, all 3 of them are gonna start right over there, pretty close to. Oh, they're right there next to. Oh, not next to. They have to still move over here and move. Yeah, these do a trap over here in the shed. Yeah, don't fuck in the shed when you're out on vacation. It's just gonna you're inviting misfortunes when you do that. Okay, let's see. Just fuck in the bedroom, Okay, let's see. So what we want to do with this map also, there's the whole crafting thing, the whole crafting situation. Let me see here. I think where was it described? Crafted items. if you have the materials, you can craft. Um, okay. And how do I get those things? Oh, some parts of the map actually has the icon. So if I can decide to grab those items. Um, the raw materials, I think, right? Supply items. Well, in one of these spaces, you may gain the corresponding supply item card at the cost of time. You cannot do this while moving through the space. You put it in the backpack, and after you discard it, it goes back to the supply. Okay, so there's also that. Because we have 3 killers, I guess that's why they're adding like the ability to just create shit, so that it will be easier for you to try and handle 3 killers, and they all have 6 HP each, and then one of them gets to do the revive thing, but only one of them. All right, let's see. Let me reread that part because I think it says that one of them gets the benefit, but only if they receive a benefit. So if it's a blank, then that means the second one might be able to gain the benefit. I'm not sure, but we will figure that out. Just check that out here. Okay, I think I don't need this light here, but I'm not sure. Well, let's see. Let me just reread that part real quick. Okay, it says, although each killer has its own final token, you only get the plus bonus once regardless how many killers are down to their final health. So I think what they meant by that is only one of them can be revived, but if the first one didn't get the bonus, then the second one, it might be possible for the second one to get the bonus, not the fact that you flip them first time and they didn't get the bonus, and then the possibility of the rest of them to get the bonus is taken away. So I think that's what they meant by that. And we're going with the rule of ultimate evil, or whatever that's called, whatever that's most fucked up sounding to you, and just follow that. Okay. All right. So let's see here. I think what I want to do is try and get the giant hammer, because that is her signature. She just happened to pack that, so she knows that, and we're lucky that it's part of our item stock here. And that's over at the boathouse. And where's the boat? Oh, it's right here. So I think what we should do is definitely go to the boathouse. So let's do focus first and see. And in the terror level, thankfully, the horror level for these guys actually starts at 3. So let's see if we can get that all the way down here, so we can roll 3 dice instead of 2. Okay, I got a success and a maybe. Since it's very early in the game, I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice short rest and weak attack, because we're not going to be doing any of those anytime soon, so that I can get a double success. Double successes here for focus, and that means that we get to reduce this by 1, and then we get time too. We get additional 2 times, so which is nice. Okay, and then we're gonna do it again, because we're gonna see if we can get it all the way down to so we can get that the 3 dice to roll. Fuck, 2 maybes. I don't want to sacrifice my walk, so I'm just gonna lose the 2 time slots that I gained earlier, and I don't even get to reduce that even more because, like I said, I wanna keep these. So I'm gonna go ahead and use walk, so that I can attempt to get to the boathouse. One success. So I can move up one space and then lose one time. So I'm gonna move here, and lose one time. Now the question here is, do I want to grab that? What is that wood? I can grab some wood while I'm here at the cost of one time. And then what can I, let me just see here, what can I make from that? You know, it's probably a good idea because it's part of the mechanics for this map. I'm gonna go ahead and try that. You know, I'll grab it. I will grab the wood. So we'll put it in the backpack. Let's continue. Now, it's possible for me to lose two. Okay, then even if it's two, I can still grab a search card, but then I can't move. You know what? We're gonna risk it. Let's do it. Oh, double. So I get to move two spaces, but I only need to move one. You know, so one. So we're at the boathouse now, and we lose one time. Okay, so now it's the planning phase. I'm going to go ahead and grab search, so I can potentially grab my giant hammer. And oh, this goes over here. I don't know why I move it over there. And that is it. 1, 2. Oh no, I still have one. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase close call. And that is it for my turn. So, and then this goes here. Very nice. Okay, so now it is killer's turn. And the way they activate is only one of them activated at a time, and then they, depending on where this token is at, that's going to determine which killer is active. So Trish actually gets to be active at the beginning of the game. So thankfully, they don't move, they just stay there. If somebody just happens to be in their space or in the killer space, then it says all killers activate. So all of them actually get to activate at the beginning of the killer phase. But they can only kill people within their space. So nothing happens. So now we're going to draw the tarot card and see what happens next. Okay. We were passing by and thought we heard a scream, it says. Place 2 new victims at the porch? Oh, that's interesting. So, and then we get to draw an event. Okay, so let me add the victims. So, that is so cute. So now we got more people coming over to the cottage. So, like, this couple saw all these other couples in the cottage just making out, and they can smell the sex. So they're like, let's get in on that action. So we got 2 added to the porch. And after that, ooh, unfortunately the horror level goes up. Okay. What did I mean? We thought we heard a scream. Yeah, you mean a scream of pure pleasure. Not a scream of agony, but it was an orgasmic scream is what they heard. That's why they came. Okay, so, and then the last part of that is event. So now we're going to draw an event card. So, Let's see what happens. Getting resourceful. It says, I went to survivalist camp. Crafting requires one less time. Okay, that's nice. That's a good event. Okay. No one panicked because nobody died, so everyone's okay. And then that's it. We don't have to resolve any events. We're back to oh, I have to add additional victims. So from 11, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 now. Okay. Okay, turn number 2. All right, so I'm over here at the boathouse and I'm going to attempt to search for my giant hammer. So we roll 2 dice here and we're using search. We have a close call if we need to use that. Oh, and this goes back to 6 there. Okay, I got a success, and that means take the top item card to your space. Yeah, I don't need to get a double here because that's the item that I want anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Let's look at Charlie's hammer here and see how good it is. It's 3 damage. You have to hold it with both hands, just like I practiced in CrossFit, but with a moving tire. Okay. You must have 2 or more health to attack with this weapon. I guess because it's still very heavy. After resolving an attack with this weapon, you lose 1 health. Oh, this is not a great weapon. This is horrible, actually. I should have just... Only Charlie may use this item, of course. And then your turn also ends when you use this weapon. So immediately after losing your health there. So, but it's 3 damage. So that's pretty good. I mean, if we can get Furious Strike and we're able to do double there, and then plus her hammer, then the intruder it's like a 1-hit kill. So that's pretty good. So it's good that we have this weapon. We just need to get Furious Strike or critical blow, or even retaliate. Actually, would be good. Okay, and I'm out of action, and I only use one time slot there. Is there oh, and I can also get a rope here while I'm at the boathouse. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that rope. And that costs me another time slot. Now, what can I craft with a rope and wood? Is that enough to craft anything? So let me look. And then the crafted items that we have here, the 4 different types, they are randomized too. Like we have a bunch, and then you randomly select like 4 that you can craft. Wooden bat and nails. Oh, it needs a wooden bat. Nails, discarded tools for nail gun. Shotgun, discarded tools for sawed-off shotgun. Wood, nail, and discarded tools. So I need a discarded tools before I can do a nail trap. So, okay. It's starting to make sense, this whole crafting mechanics for this map. Alright, so we got the 2 items. I still have 4 time slots there as currency. So let's see. We should grab, well, okay, we got all of these back, which is good. So now we can move again. We have the 2 walks, 2 focus cards. And then of course the maximum number that you can have of cards you can have is 10. So how many cards do I have? I have 6, 7. So yeah, I can grab I can grab more cards. I need a largest playing space for sure. Okay. So I have 4. Let's see what we want. Maybe we can walk, we can do focus. I think we should grab sprint and then I can do another search and see what else is here in the boathouse, you know? I got how many? 4. Okay, I'm gonna grab sprint and search, I think. And then after that, we'll definitely focus on defense and all that. Even though I'm thinking maybe I should just get guard. Maybe guard and search. And then I need to get the neighbor. I need to get to the neighbor too. I think what I'm gonna do is get to the neighbor, grab both the neighbor and the other one of the other victims, and then move back here, and then 4 of them can escape. But for now, but that requires sprint. Maybe I need to get sprint. Maybe sprint and guard instead of sprint and search. We already have a pretty good weapon. I don't have to be greedy about this. So let's do search and sprint, I think. No, not search and sprint. Guard and sprint. I guess technically I can do search and sprint, yeah. Or maybe I can do double sprints, and that way I can really get them out as quickly as possible. I like that idea better, actually. So I'm gonna grab double sprint. Okay, so sprint costs 2, so 1, 2, and then another 1, 1, 2. So I'm gonna grab both sprint here and see if we can get to the neighbor as quickly as possible. Grab the neighbor and 1 victim, and then we're gonna run out back to the boat. If possible, because sprint can up to 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So at least we can get some movement there. As long as these guys don't start going this way, then that'd be bad for us. Okay, so now it is the oh, that was the planning phase. Okay, because during the action phase I got the weapon. Okay, so now it is. Oh, and then we get to place this searches here. Okay. Now it is the killer's turn. They all activate at the beginning, but no one's in their space, so no one gets killed. They're just still hanging around over there. Let's check the next tarot card. Oh no. This is not good. Go away. Each killer in your space or in a space with the victim takes damage. Oh, the killer takes damage first if they just happen to be there. But I think this event is not gonna cause any issues because they're just hanging around. Where's in the bog? And the I don't. That space has no name. It's just out there. In the backyard. And then after that, nothing happens there. And then each killer damage this way. So looking for a final girl or a victim. And they're each gonna do 1 damage, but there's nobody there, so we're good. And then the third is an event. Yeah, they're not moving. They're just chilling over there, so we're still okay. Let's check this third event here, and it is kick scooter. So what happens if you have 4 events? I mean, and then we'll cross that bridge once we get there. Kick scooter. Where do I get one of those? Place the scooter token on the outdoor space closest to you. When you're with the scooter, it moves with you, but it must be left on the last outdoor space if you move indoors. Once per action phase, you may use the scooter to move up to 2 spaces. Victims cannot follow you during this movement. Ah, shit. But just to get us to the victims, I think it's what we're trying to do. Wow, that's these events so far have been pretty beneficial to us. So let me grab the token, scooter token. I don't think I even bothered actually with the tokens and all. If I don't need it, you know, I didn't have to set it up, but let's see here. Oh, no, it's in the other one. Where's the other one? Oh, right here. Let me get the scooter. Kick scooter, here it is. And then it says outdoor space adjacent to me, next to me it says, right? Closest to me. And not outdoor space closest to me. Okay. So that means this one over here. That's great. So as long as I can move to the space, then I can use the scooter to once per action. I can use the scooter to move up 2 spaces. That's definitely going to help us with trying to get the neighbor and 3 victims out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually do a walk. So that way we can save the sprint once we get to the neighbor. So I'm going to go ahead and use the walk. Oh no, hold on. Before we do that even, let's do a focus and see if we can get this down, you know. So let's do a focus. Oh, and this goes back to 6. 2 maybes. I can use, let me just use close call to, I just need 1, yeah, 1. Let me re-roll 1 using close call. And that doesn't cost me anything. It's still a maybe. Okay, I'll use weak attack and short rest to turn one maybe into a yes. So then that means this moves down by 1, and this moves down by 1. I'm gonna go ahead and do focus again. I got 1 success, 1 maybe. I'll take it. Lose 1 time slot, and then this goes down another 1. So now I can roll 3 dice, which is great. Now I'm gonna use walk, just so that we can get to that space. 2 maybes? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh no, I'm supposed to roll 3. Let's do lose 1 health, and then move 1 space, lose 1 health. We'll go to this scooter here, and then lose 2 time slots, which is pretty fucked up. Okay, once per action turn, I can use the scooter to move 2 spaces. So I'm gonna use the scooter to move 1, 2. So I'm right here. And what I need to do now is get to the neighbor as quickly as possible, and grab one of the victims. So I'm gonna use sprint now. I'm gonna roll 3 dice. 1 success. The rolls are pretty horrid. So 1 success with sprint, I can move 2 spaces, but I will also lose 1 time slot. Okay, so 1, 2. So I'm right here now with the 3 of them. And they're like, why are you not with that guy? Who knows what, you know, he's jerking off over there. We were fighting. And we should use sprint again so we can get them out. I only have 1 spot, 1 space here left. Okay, that's all right. Let's see what happens. Let's use sprint. I got two success. So two successes here. So let me. So that means I can move. Yeah, I can move three spaces. So I'm gonna grab the neighbor and one of the victims. The other one wants to stay and said, you know what, I should stay here. You know what's going on? Oh, you know we have to escape. What do you mean? Well, I think I saw some strangers over there. So let's which is kind of weird. I think with this setup, you know, because it's a couples weekend. Well, I guess you can kind of make up the story where they're not really. Maybe it's like a blind date or something. So that's why they're not committed to be like to stay together all the time, you know. And maybe this person thinks, oh, this is a hoax, you know. You're just trying to hook up with my guy. So, but anyway, we are going to grab the neighbor and one of the victims. We can move three spaces, and this will well, let's do one step at a time. You know, we're gonna move three spaces. 1, 2, 3. That scooter is gonna stay over there, and then we lose one time. So I only have one left when it comes to. Oh no, where are they here? That's I was thinking I have to grab them all the way to the boathouse. No, they just need to be at the lakefront, right? Yeah, at the lakefront. So this is perfect. This is a perfect turn. Now all three of them, I mean all four of them, because it says, um, when the neighbor is on the lakefront, they and up to three other victims in that space may exit and be saved. So we were able to convince them to have the neighbor and three victims jump on the boat and escape the map. So this is great. Okay, so this is done. And where's space for save? Oh, we put them over here. So I'm going to go ahead and the first one with the neighbor, I'm going to reduce the horror level further by 1. So now it's at the lowest. I guess we can keep getting that too. So we can gain time, or no, there's one here where I can gain 2 time slots. So I'm going to use the second one to gain 2 time slots. 1, 2. So we get some currency going. I can move spaces. But where do I want to move? Do I want to go back here? If I use my weapon, it's going to you can't just use the weapon just to yeah, you can't use the weapon itself just to attack. The weapon is there to be coupled with like the weak attack. So you have to have an attack card, and then the weapon is just to add to the additional damage. So I can't use the weapon just to use it. I have to have one of these attack cards. So, but I have 2 more here. I'm just trying to make decisions. Because I was thinking maybe I should just move a couple of spots. Maybe go back to maybe get to the killer, use the weapon, and then move away from the killer because. But I think you do have to resolve these. You can't just. Oh no, I mean like what I meant is like move here. I still have 1 walk, so even if I'm able to move her here, potentially kill one of the killers, and then move to another spot, I can do that. So I don't get the 2 damage from the other 2 killers. But I think we're not gonna do that because I think it's too risky. And we don't have a way to damage the killer anyway. Maybe I would have done it, but we don't even have an attack card. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and use another one to reduce the horror level 1 more time. So that means I get another time currency, and then I'm gonna use the 4th one here for the same reward. So reduce the horror level by 1. And since I'm already at the lowest, I get another time currency. So I'm at 5. So now it's the planning stage. And here I should definitely grab, well, these are available. This is available, so I'm gonna have another walk. We have 5, huh? Since it's 5, oh, this is 6. Let's get Furious Strike now. Should I though? Okay, I can move. Next turn I can move. I think at this point we need to grab a guard. So I think what I want to do then, I have 5, right? Maybe grab both guards for 4 and then close call. I think I should. I could get Furious Strike. But I need defensive, the ability to defend myself. I guess I could get Retaliate, but I know with the Retaliate I also get to damage them. You know what? Let's get Retaliate instead. Grab Retaliate and close call. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then close call. That's 5. So that ends the planning phase. It goes back to 6, and then I place these back up here. Focus, repress. Yeah, I think I should just leave a weak attack available at all times, maybe at this point. That is okay. Now it is a killer's turn. Again, they don't do anything over there. They all activate, but there's nobody in that space, so nobody gets killed. Let's check the tarot card here. Oh, and if the neighbor leaves play. Here's the funny thing about the whole neighbor thing. Oh yeah. If that's done, then this actually needs to be discarded, and the boat is discarded too. Okay, that's fine. There's blood everywhere. Okay, this doesn't sound good. Okay, first off, looks like the bottom killer is now going to activate. There's going to be a switch up. Let me make sure that I'm reading that sign properly. That symbol. Move active killer token down to the next killer. So instead of Trish, Baghead actually gets to move around. I mean, Trish, they've all been just sitting there. They haven't been moving. But oh, and this is what? This is round 3. And then I get to say 1, 2, 3, 4. I say 4 victims thus far. Okay. And there's blood everywhere. Let's see how horrible this is. Okay, so now Baghead actually gets antsy and said, okay, why are we just standing here? None of these kids gonna come over here for us to kill, so we need to start moving. And the other two saying, no, yeah, go ahead and kill somebody. So it doesn't matter if it's the final girl or the other victims. So in this case, it will be the other victim is the closest. Well, 1, 2, 1, 2, and they both tie for being the closest to the killers, but we always prioritize areas that have more victims. So which one? Okay, Baghead then moves to this space. Oh, even the bedroom, they can go through the window, looks like, into the bedroom, or that could be a door. So these 3 actually were like a tie. And then so move 1 space and then attack, but there's nobody there in that space, and then the terror level goes up by 1. Thankfully we still have we're still in the green. So okay, so that's done. We have to resolve events. Panic. Nobody panicked. Guess we haven't killed. They haven't killed anybody. You know, for these guys actually seem kind of formidable. Because there are three of them, and I thought it's gonna be like, well, probably we're just not drawing the right tarot cards, and since that's all randomized too, you know. But anyway, everything's still good. Okay, and then nothing. We don't have anything to resolve, so we're good. You know, the one card so far in this game that I've played so thus far, the most horrible event that you could ever draw on, and I think that's probably just, it could be unique only to Camp Happy Trails, is what's the name of that card? Death Wish. Death Wish is horrible because every round at the what do you call that that phase, during the killer phase, I think upkeep. During upkeep, there's always going to be a victim that's moving closer towards the killer. Death Wish is horrible. But anyway. Okay, so now it's back. It's Charlie's turn again. We have Retaliate, we have Close Call, we have Walk. Perhaps it's time for us to see if we can get rid of the... because we can then move here. We can move here and we can attack. I have an attack now, right? No, I don't. Ah, shit. That's the problem. I don't have an attack card. I have Retaliate. I mean, we can just move to that space and then just wait until we get attacked. Or... and these guys are trapped. There's nothing you can do about them, because even if you get to them, victims will not follow you into a space with an enemy. So, so perhaps what we should do here, we should maybe attempt to save these guys at the porch. Yeah, I think that's what we should do, because they're so close to the exit. Even this guy in the garage actually is pretty close to the exit. So we need to go one. I guess we can go this way. Yeah, let's go this way. That way we can grab some people's turn, save some people. Oh yeah, these two actually can follow us to the foyer. Let's do that. Let's do a walk. We're still rolling 3. Let's see if we can get to the to these two. They're in the middle of fucking each other in the bedroom, and then let's see if we can convince them to go to the foyer. Oh, yep. Double. So so that means I get to move 2 spaces. So 1, 2. So I'm able to get, looks like I got through the, is that a window? No, it must be just a door to the, from the bedroom. Okay, so I'm able to get to these guys. I still have one more walk. Oh, and then time slot moves down by 1. Now I'm going to do another walk. And we're going to move them away from this guy. So, from the killers over there. Here we go. 1 success and 1 maybe. We're going to use close call and see if we can turn the maybe into a yes. So horrible. Okay, so that means we can only move 1 space, which is fine by me. So we're gonna take both of them with us. We can have up to 2 victims follow us around. Okay, so just to get them as far away from those 3. Yeah, the 2 We're sucking each other right now in the shed. They're doomed to die. They're doomed to die. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do to help them. The only way I can potentially save them is to actually go up there and fight the three killers. Which is probably a bad idea to attempt that right now. Okay, and then it goes down again by 1. And that's it. So I have 4 currency. And this is a planning phase. We have retaliate. Maybe we should get furious strike next. No. Oh yeah, and then we have all of these. Let me see. I have weak attack, so I think we're okay. Short rest, 2 focus. We need a movement card, so maybe I should get search. Maybe we should get search and sprint. No, not search. Maybe we can get double sprint. You know what? I'll get double sprint. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll do double sprint. Okay. Okay, so that's done. Now we get to put this back here. This is 6. Okay, now it is the killer's turn. They all activate, but no one's in their space, so nobody is dead, so no one's dead. They haven't been able to kill anybody for like a trio of killers. They're pretty slow when it comes to the death and destruction, the carnage. But I've probably spoken too soon, so I'm gonna regret saying that. Okay, let's draw the next tarot card and see what happens. Oh no, they got a minor dark power. At the beginning of the killer phase, the killer with the lowest health recovers. Oh, that is horrid. And then we have to place. And this was the mistake that I made last playthrough with Charlie. The dark power, because remember, dark power is also health extension for the killer. And in this case, this is just additional 2 on top of everything else. So I think the way that they clarify the rule for the intruders is when you first damage them, whenever you have the minor dark power, then it will hit the minor dark power first. You know, well, same kind of conceptually with having 1 killer. It's just 2 plus another 2 health. You know, it's just their setup is weird because it's like divided by 3 people, but they all get that shield, you know, the 2 HP shield, and then that ability, which is horrible. That's a horrible ability. So you can't just, when you hit them, you have to make sure you hit them until they die. If not, they're gonna keep getting their HP. They're gonna get HP regen. Yeah, that's not nice. That's a little overwhelming if you really think about it. Okay, so no one dies though. Everything's still good, and that is this is what, round 3 or round 4? This is round 4 actually. Okay, and that's done. So we're gonna go into round 5. 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is 5. All right, so it's Charlie's turn. Let's get these guys out. So let's do a sprint. Yeah, let's do focus first though, and see if we can further get that down, because that's gonna be helpful, you know, so that because the next time the horror level goes up, we're gonna lose that die, so we don't want to lose it. 1 success. I'll take it. I'll just take the 1 success. So this gets reduced by 1, and then I lose a time slot. And then now we're gonna do a sprint. I got one success, one maybe. We're not gonna use the cards. I'm gonna try and keep these. I have another focus though. Maybe I should do focus and short rest. You know what? I'll do focus and short rest. That way I can get 3 spaces. 1, 2. Oh, you know what? I just need 2. I just need 2, so it's fine. So I'm gonna just use the 1 success. We're going to move, and I can grab. I can bring with me 2 or 3. I think it's only 2 victims at a time. Let's see here. You may take up to 2 victims with you. Okay. So, and I can move 2 spaces. So 1, and then I'll bring those 2 down here to meet the new arrivals. And then 2 is here in the driveway, and I'm going to grab our people first. You know, the people who just came over. It's, you know, lower priorities. So now I get to save these 2, and then I lose 1 time slot for that movement. I get to save 2 more. It looks like I got my ultimate ability too with this. So move 1 space. Oh, that's good. So I'll move back this space. Oh, this is great. And then the last one, move 1 space again. So I'm going to move here. I'm going to grab those 2 to save. Now what happens if you have additional... Does anything happen if you gain additional, if you save additional victims and you already have your ultimate? Do you gain time? Let me see. I don't think it matters at that point. Oh, additional victim save will now provide the reward shown below the ultimate ability. Oh, okay, cool. So which would be those 2 people. Let me just remove these. Where can I put save? They don't give us a space for that, so I'll just put them up here. So let's flip this over. So what is Charlie's ultimate ability? I don't think we even got there last game. Her ultimate ability is during the action phase, you may lose 3 HP to take the critical blow action card directly into your hand. It's risky. So, it has to be available. And then you can just get it for free by sacrificing 3 HP. So after you use it, though, I don't think... You know, rule of infinite evil. I don't think you can grab it from the cooldown area, because I think they would have specified that. For each additional victim save, you receive 2 currencies. So I got 2 additional victims here, so I get 2 currencies. So 1, 2. So now I have 6 to spend. We will get critical blow without sacrificing our health. So that itself is 6 HP. Oh, that's it. And then that's all I got. Do I have any movement? I do. I still have sprint. And then I also have, these are available. So I also have my walk. The 2 walk action cards. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get critical blow. Okay. Things are looking up. I think we're doing pretty well here. Yeah, and that's the end of the planning phase, and then this goes back up here, and focus goes back over here. Okay. Killer's turn. Nothing's happening where they're at, so we're gonna draw another tarot card. Oh, and I've saved 2 more here. Let me just register it. I have saved 8 victims so far. No, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 8 victims. I have saved 8 victims, and the killers have not touched anybody. What kind of horror movie is this? This is PG-13. No, this is rated E for everyone. What is general admission for movies? I know the E rating is for video games. What's the general G? I think, right? Yeah, G, general admission. Okay. Um. All right. So I'm done. So now the killer doesn't activate, and this is turn number 6. Is it? No, this is turn number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let me count that. Make sure. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is turn number 5. Okay, let's check the next tarot card. There's blood everywhere again. Oh, this time they get to move again. Okay, so now yeah, it's the same card as the one before. Move to the next killer. So now the other guy is bored. Zeke gets bored and said, what are we doing? Just standing over here. We're just watching them fuck. We're not joining in on the action. So this now goes down to Zeke. And then Zeke is going to move towards anybody. In this case, again, it's a draw between this guy and these two. So killer will always go to a place with more victims. So Zeke is going to move over here. So now both of them are over there. What are these intruders doing? They're not really killers. They're more they're voyeurs. They just like to watch people fuck. I think it's what it is. This is just a perverted fucking game to them. They're not here to kill. They're just here to watch. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's done. Nothing to resolve with the events. And now it is the final girl's turn again. Okay, so I have walk, I have sprint. We can 1, 2, 3. Oh, and then there's that one person in the family room. Yeah, the only people I think that I can't save unless I can get to these killers first, and then because they're still in the cabin, and these two are just watching them. Hot action in there. Okay, like I said, yeah, they're not killers. These guys are just voyeurs. Let's see if we can save this guy. Or these people over here. I guess it would be the closest, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Which ones are the closest? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, so this guy actually is the closest to the killer. We need to get to him first. Let's do a sprint. Let's do a sprint. Okay. One yes, 2 maybes. I'm just gonna take that. So that would be move 2 spaces and then 1, 2. 1, 2, and then I lose 1 time slot. Now I still have two walks. Let's use one of them. Let's see if we can get to this guy. And I'm gonna roll. I got 1 success, 1 maybe, but I'm gonna skip the maybe, and I get to move 1 more space, and I'm with this person. I'm saying, yeah, the other guy already left. Your blind dates already left, so now I'm trying to save your ass. Okay, and then we're gonna use the second final walk here. Oh, did I already move this? No, move 1 more. Yeah, I need to use the sequentially here so that we don't skip anything. Yeah, we're gonna use our second walk. right? Yeah, walk, sprint, walk, walk. Okay. Two maybes, one fail. Unless I want to use, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use focus and short rest. So I'm gonna use those two to turn the maybe into a yes, and that means I get to move one space. So we're gonna move with him one space here to the foyer, and then we lose um, one time slot. Now, do I want to sacrifice any of these other cards to get currency? I don't think so. I think I like what I have here. So yeah, short rest is important too. So I have 3 to spend. I'm going to spend it on sprint. There's one more sprint card here for 2. And then for the 1, I'm going to go ahead and grab close call. And that's 6, 7, and I get a free focus card. Okay. All right, now it's the killer's turn. Zeke and Bagheads are still watching those two sucking each other's dicks. So no one's getting killed. And unless it's all tarot card dependent here. And so thus far, the tarot cards have been very merciful towards us. Okay, let's look at this next one. Let me see. And this is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 6th round. I mean turn. Right, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's not over yet, and we don't know if we can still win the game because you don't win unless you get rid of the killer. Why are they doing this to us? What, watching us fuck? Because they're interested? Because they don't get any action and they're not interested in each other? Maybe they're siblings, you know? Why are they doing this to us? If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next tarot card. Otherwise, we move this back up. So now Baghead is like, okay, I've been watching them fuck for the last 2 hours. I want to get in on the action. So he will look for other victims that are not the final girl, move one spot, and then kill one. So now he finally gets to kill somebody. So he's going to move over here. Oh, and then the person who panics is going to die to next turn because there's only one way out. And there's a killer. And then Zeke is waiting for him right here. And then if he panics and then he doesn't escape, Baghead is going to kill him. Like I said, the 2 in the shed, they're pretty much doomed, you know. So so Baghead moves into the shed finally. Maybe they were finally done. Both of them already came, so it's like, okay, now I can kill them. Baghead's gonna allow them to enjoy themselves one final time before they get killed. So that's my story anyway. So they're gonna kill. He's gonna kill one. Okay, so that person's dead. So this moves up by 1, and terror level goes up by 1. Okay, since somebody got killed this round, during the killer action phase there, that means that person is going to panic, and we're gonna do a roll. It doesn't matter. He's gonna die next turn unless I can get in there. Even if I can get in there, the only way I can save him is to actually get rid of these 2, because he will not get into a space with a killer. So even if I can get to him, I can't get him out because he's too scared. So but let's see what happens to this person. It's a 5. So in his panic when he saw that this... Oh, and then I keep forgetting. I forgot to do the... oh, that was the first death anyway. Let me just go ahead and do the gruesome death. And that was why are they doing this to us? So it's under terror. Oh, it doesn't even have. Yeah, there's none. So we'll do. What's it? No, it's not an event. It's a terror. How come it's not? Hmm, that's disappointing. So we'll just do general. Or general with Baghead. Yeah, Baghead was the one who killed that guy. Okay. Through the gap in the dresser doors, Monica could see the strange creature shamble around the bedroom. With each step, the dresser shuddered and shook. It was looking for something or someone. It suddenly turned its head towards the dresser, and Monica could only watch in horror as it stalked closer and closer. She held her breath and prayed for God or anyone to save her, but no one came. Well, my story is a little bit more exciting, isn't it? They both came and one died. My version is a lot more exciting. But anyway, all right. So that's that. So and then this person panicked and couldn't even get to the exit. But like I said, it doesn't matter. He goes to the exit. Zeke is waiting for him out there. But when he saw that his cum stained lover was killed in front of him, he panicked and he just all he did was just running around the room. And he didn't exit the shed, which is actually kind of sad if you really think about it. But yeah, okay, that's done. We don't have to resolve any event. No one else is in a killer space. So now we're gonna be back to the final girl. Okay. Yeah, for 3 killers, these guys are slow when it comes to killing people. I was pretty sure that this is gonna be brutal, but the brutal part now is trying to kill these 3. I don't think we can win this, but we'll see. Because that's the only way you can win is to get rid of them. So even though we're saving all these people, it doesn't matter. Okay. So I think I need to set up the trap. I need to get I have rope wood. All I need is just the nails, I think, to create the nail trap. Look, what does a nail trap does? Let me see here. Let me just read this to see if it's worth it. You may place a nail trap token on your space, 1 per space, during the action phase for 1. If an enemy enters the space with nail trap, discard the token and enemy takes 1 damage. It's not even that great, and I don't think I can make any of those other ones, unfortunately, because they're all dependent on, because those are like upgrades more than yeah. So since the crafted items like randomize, it's possible that you can't even take advantage of it. Just unfortunate, but let's see. Maybe it's also in one of the items that you can upgrade. Yeah, it's probably like an upgradable from the stuff that you can search for. So where can I get nails? I can get nails from the shed. The only place I can get nails is from the shed. This is discarded tools. There's no. Yeah, I'm not going up there. What can I make with discarded tools? Shotgun, discarded tool, wooden bats, nail. Yeah, I can't make anything. Oh no, nails, discarded tools. I can do a nail gun. I have. Oh no, I have to get nails from up here and discarded tools over here. I have wood and rope. And the only thing I can use for those two are the nail trap, right? Yeah. Yeah, wood nails. Oh, and discarded tools, not rope. So discarded tools over here. Okay. So then what I should do, I'm thinking since, well, if I save them though, I get currency. That means that I can get some of the better cards. I can get a Furious Strike too. Let's see. Let me just try and save these people. A couple of these people. Do I have focus? Okay, I'm gonna use focus to see if I can just move this back up here so that I can feel safe. Two maybes. Shit. I'm gonna use close call. To not to reroll the maybe. Guess I might change my mind about that. To reroll the one. Three maybes. You know what? I'll use weak attack and rest. A short rest. Yeah, fine, whatever. So that I can move this down by one, and then this I lose one time slot. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now I'm gonna sprint. One success. That means two spaces and I lose one time slot. So I was thinking to just save them now, and I get now one. I get 5. But what can I get with 5? Nothing good, really. So let's just move here. Let's see, how many do I have? I get to move 2 spaces. So I'll do this. 1. I go to this bedroom. 2, and I'll grab these, get them as far away from the other killers. And then 2, they're all in the foyer. Yeah, I like that option better. Okay. And then move this by 1. Now I have 4 currency. I'm not going to sacrifice any of my cards. And during the planning phase here, I'm going to go ahead and grab Furious Strike. So I'll grab Furious Strike. I also get these freebies back. And I got 2 walks and a focus. And that is it. And then Furious Strike is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it goes back to 6. And then I'll put these back where they need to be. Okay. And now it is the Intruders' turn. They do have somebody within their space, so Baghead now gets to kill again. And this is round 7. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So Baghead gets to kill again, so this goes up by 1. Oh, you know what? When it goes up, I missed this. The terror level actually goes up by 2. 1, 2. And so the last, you know what? Yeah, I didn't. It's fine. We'll just say that you know, I did, even though I rolled 3. I've never done a double, but yeah, it's a little. It's gonna. Yeah, I gotta be careful with this because I didn't expect the terror level to go up that fast. But yeah, but since I never got a double success last round, it doesn't feel as horrible as, you know. I don't feel as horrible as I would if I do like double success results. But I didn't do that, so we're okay. So now the run is not perfect, but what can you do? Sometimes when you play these board games, what can you do, you know? So just have to be careful from this point forward. So so I'll just move that over there. So but yeah, he's gonna kill the guy who panicked in that cum room. So so he's gonna go ahead and kill this guy. Okay, so this guy gets killed also. He panicked. He didn't leave the shed, but even if he left the shed, I guess it's at that point do you rather get killed by Baghead or do you rather get killed by Zeke? If you look at Baghead, he's taller. Zeke is like shorter and leaner. Um, oh, and Zeke is a little bit more pudgier, I guess. I guess it depends on which you pick which one you'd rather be killed by, but preferably, but neither, you know. But yeah, Baghead gets to kill that one too. So let me go ahead and update, and that's gonna be a general kill by Baghead. Okay. When Trish thought of Baghead, the first words that came to her mind. Oh, Trish is the lady. This, what? Is she a lady? She doesn't look like a lady. I guess she is a lady. When Trish thought of Baghead, the first words that came to her mind were efficient and brutal. She wasn't exactly sure what words went through its mind, if any, but watching Baghead releasing lost souls with such a passion-filled vigor made her feel a surge of pride for the brutal reaper she created. How is this gruesome death? This is more like Trish um, getting all hot and bothered, but okay. Alright, so we killed two, so now it goes up by one again. And now whenever they move 2 spots. Okay. So that's that. Nobody's panicking because they're all away from the killer. Let's look at the next tarot card, and then it's they will hunt you. Okay, so now it's gonna be nasty, potentially. Place the active killer in your space. Oh, that's nasty. Okay, we've been criticizing these three as being inactive, but now this card is nasty. So the active killer is Baghead. So Baghead's now, after killing that guy, now all of a sudden he's in here. Oh, that is creepy as shit. So he suddenly shows up right there after killing two two cum stain victims that really riled him up. So now he wants more. So he shows up in your space, and then he's going to attack the final girl once, specifically the final girl. So we're at 5 HP still, 6 HP. And he attacks for 1 damage. We do have retaliate, don't we? Yeah, I have retaliate, so I'm gonna use it. So fuck you. Let's see what happens. We'll use retaliate. All 3 of them are gonna come and attack me. This is crazy. Look at this card. I was just focusing on the first step, but look at this. They're all gonna be there. Attack and then they move? Where are they moving to? Go down to the next active killer. Oh, and then towards... Oh, they don't attack. They just move towards... Okay. Oh, they don't just show up. They don't just appear. The other one's just going to start running towards the final girl because Baghead's saying, oh, you look at this one. Okay. But we're going to use retaliate, okay? So I'm going to use retaliate. We can only roll 2 now. Let's see what happens. Well, double. So double means that I get to ignore all of Baghead's attack, which is 1 damage anyway, and then I get to retaliate with 2 damage. But I also have this. I also have Charlie's giant hammer, so that's 3 damage on top. But I have to damage myself for 1 after resolving an attack with this weapon. Okay, now I need to make sure that I have enough HP to use it for sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this. So that's 5 damage back towards Baghead. So they all have 6, so he's not quite dead yet. So, but and then that means that they also have amphetamines here. So I'm just gonna discard this. So they also have the minor dark power. So Only that was effective. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Baghead actually has 3 more HP to go. Oh, this is horrible. Okay. So we didn't get damage at least. But that's cool. We're getting it slowly but surely. Okay. And then after that, so he suddenly shows up next to the final girl, attacks her. Now the next one activates. So that's Zeke with a down arrow indicator. And since Baggett said, hey, you know, look at this one, come kill her. So he's going to walk towards her. So now closest would be right here. So he's in the bedroom now. And then Trish also gets riled up by this. And so this moves up to Trish now. Trish becomes the active killer. And she gets... Oh, they move for 2 now. I have to remember. I have to look at this. They move for 2 now. So he's actually right here now. And then Trish gets to move for 2 also. So 1, 2. So she's in the bedroom. So now they're all there. Oh yeah, this one is a nasty card. Okay. All right, and this is during the killer's turn. Okay. So that's finally done. Somebody did get killed this round, right? So these guys are gonna panic. The 3 that's in the room is gonna panic. Let me just make sure. Yeah, after the killer phase, you must check to see if any victims will panic. Of course, final goal, she doesn't panic. A victim will panic if at least one victim was killed this turn. Where and how this occurred does not matter, and the victim is in the same space as the killer. So remember, at the beginning of this turn, Baghead actually killed the cum-stained survivor from the shed. So these 3 are now gonna panic. So we're gonna roll 3 dice and see what happens to them. Okay, so 2 getting 1 and the other one's getting a 4. So let's look at the path here. So it looks like one person is gonna run into the out to the porch, and then 2 are going to run into the laundry room. Oh no, 2 are gonna be at the running to the porch because it's 1. And then the other one is a 4. Oh no, the other one just stays in there in terror. So that person's gonna die for sure. So because that person rolls a 4, and there's no. Oh no, 4 actually goes up into the bedroom. Oh yeah, that's worse because now you're gonna get Trish to kill you, and I think Trish is the nastiest out of these 3. So Trish's killing method is probably the worst. Okay, so they split up. 2 ran out to the porch, and then 1 went into that bedroom, but Trish is waiting for that person in there. Okay, so they panicked. Nothing to resolve with the events. So now we're back to the final girl, and let me just update her HP here. Oh, I forgot that she lost 1 HP earlier. So, but and then let me. Oh no, the person who did the killing was actually Baghead. Baghead nabs 2 kills, and then it doesn't even matter. Looks like they share the kills. What was it I wanted to put in here? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7. This is 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, we're good. Oh no. I need to update Baghead's HP. So he's down to 3. Okay. Now we're going to round 8. All right, Charlie. What are you gonna do? Oh, and since I use the giant hammer, remember I need to sacrifice one when I resolve an attack with this weapon. So she's actually at 5 HP. So all right, which is still fine. All right, so since she's here with these two, I guess there are a couple of things we can do here. I have focus. I do have furious strike. I think I need to use focus first and see if I can get the three dice back. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna do a focus. Let's move this up here. Oh, and then I forgot to. Oh no, retaliate's still there because it's not the end of the. It's not the preparation planning phase yet. So one success. I'll take that. One success, one maybe. I'll just take the one success, even though if I turn the maybe into a yes. But I think we need everything else in this in here. So so we're just gonna lose one time. This gets reduced by one, and then we lose one time. Okay. Now I think I need to attempt to kill one of them. I wish I have healing though. I wish I have some healing. So I need to make sure that I pick up. So after I attack them, I need to get out of that space because if not, once it's their turn, these two are going to attack me for 1 damage each. So and that's gonna be nasty. So I need to. I want to do a. We'll do furious strike, and then after that we're gonna walk. Oh, the problem with doing a furious strike is it's very risky because when you fail to get a double, your turn ends immediately. Even though you get to damage them and potentially kill them, my turn ends immediately, and that could be bad for me. And then I'm also at the mercy of the next terror card, so that could be bad for me. So I think what we need to do is just actually walk away from the situation. And this guy's been here not knowing what's going on. We're gonna try and save these two, and then that will also give us a space, a couple of spaces away from the killers, and we'll get a healing card, so that way we can heal somewhat. I think there should be some free healing. Yeah, weak attack, focus. Where's the healing? Oh, the healing is in here. Hold on. A short rest. Yeah, I can get short rest next turn. So let me go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna go ahead and walk. So we'll do a walk here. And I have 1 success, 2 maybes. I'll take it. So I can move up to 1 space. I'm gonna head out to the porch too, where the other two are out there waiting for me. And then I lose 1 space. And then I'm going to go ahead and walk again, because I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna buy sprint with these people that I save also. So I'm going to go ahead and walk again. And this time I got a double, so I get to move 2 spaces. So 1 space, and you can drop them off like that. So I'm gonna drop off these 2. And that means I get 2 more here. 1, 2. I did lose 1 though, but I'll resolve it sequentially. And then 2, I'm gonna move over here where this guy's at. So that's gonna be, and then I lose 1. Okay. And now I'm done. Yeah, you can drop off. You can save people by just dropping them off, and instead of staying there or stopping there. I'll make sure that, just to make sure. Yeah, I didn't make a mistake when it comes to that. attacking, searching. At any point during the action phase, you're on a green space, even if passing through. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I have five currency. Oh, and I get these freebies. So let me just grab the freebies, which include a short rest, which I will need. And then I'm gonna grab sprint for 2. What do I have? 3. I think I need to grab a guard. Oh, I can grab another sprint. And I should have grabbed the. Didn't even think about it. I should have grabbed the discarded tool, because then I would have been able to. I would have been able to craft a nail trap, but you know what? That's okay. I'm panicking, so that's okay. And I get to choose. Three. Should I get a search instead? Yeah, I am at a searchable spot. So you know what? Let me. Do I have a? Yeah, I already have one sprint. Oh, because I purchased one sprint. Okay, then I'm gonna search. Purchase a search. 1, 2, and then I'm gonna grab close call for 1. Okay, and this goes back here. And goes back to 6. Okay. So now it is the killer's turn. Trish is going to kill that one person who ran into the bedroom. So let's go ahead and take care of that. So they get to kill one more, and it's going to be by Trish. I'm telling you, I saw a group of masked figures while I was out jogging. They were carrying weapons, and one of them was like 8 feet tall, Marcy exclaimed, her face dripping with sweat from the sprint back to the cottage. Jack reminded her with a mixture of amusement and annoyance. We're in the middle of nowhere, he said. But Marcy started, but was cut off by their doorbell ringing. Don't answer the door, she shouted. However, Jack got up to answer it regardless. You're overreacting, dear. There's no strangers in these woods, much less ones with weapons. You probably just saw another guest, he said as he pulled open the door. Marcy let out a shriek, but it was already too late for Jack. A female wearing the skull of a deer split his head open with an axe before turning her attention to Marcy. Don't be afraid, little lamb. Your suffering will soon be over, the woman said. Okay, that's a cute story. But, you know, you making up the story while we play this actually is way better than any of these gruesome death stuff. Okay. Alright, so she's dead. And this goes up by 1. And no penalty there with the horror level. Gotta remember to check that too. And then now we get to resolve another tarot card. Please, nothing crazy. We're all going to die. That doesn't sound good. If there are no victims, discard and draw the next tarot card. Otherwise, they're going to look for a regular victim, move 1 space, and then attack. So this person is gonna die. Now, if there's no more victims after that, then what? If it's specifically looking for another victim, the final girl doesn't get attacked, right? Unless, let me see here. When attack icon is present, the killer against a single target. For each icon, perform one attack. The amount of damage killer kills. Each attack will have one target as the victim of final girl. The killer will always attack victims in their space before final girl unless the final girl was specifically intended as the target. Each victim has only one health. The killer attacks and kills the victim, move its meeple, and place it in the dead space on the player board. When the victim is killed, increase the killer's bloodlust. Any leftover damage is loss. In the uncommon event that the killer cannot reach their target and ends up in a space with someone it wasn't targeting, it will still use its attack. Okay, I'll keep that rule in mind, but okay. Now if the victim is not available though, then what? Then nothing happens, right? Because the problem with this is, I think the problem with the intruders here is, it's asking, sometimes it will like try to attack two victims, one after the other, are going to activate and attack a victim. But what happens if one person finish off that victim and now there's no more victim unless they're specifically saying that the final girl is their target? They didn't really address that here. So I want to use the rule of infinite evil, but it doesn't seem like it's logical. Resolve it in a way that results in the most realistic or thematic outcome. So let me think about this for a sec. If there's a type who is closest, unless otherwise specified, targets will always target the closest option. Yeah, it has to specify final girl though for the enemy to attack them. I mean, unless you think about rule of infinite evil, but it's very specific, and I think that's why this card doesn't work when there's one victim left and that victim is going to die. All right, let's resolve this one at a time. We'll just resolve it one at a time. So the first thing, Trish is still the active killer. So Trish is going to Trish couldn't even get to him. Okay, that's, see, after all of that, Trish couldn't even get to her, to this person. So Trish gets to move once and then stab, and then every time they move now, they move 2 spaces. So the fastest way to get here is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, yeah, 1, 2. So she's actually in the laundry room because she can only get to up to 2 steps. So now the baghead activates. Baghead gets to kill the victim. So baghead activates. Look for the victim. Move 2 spots and then kill. So 1, 2, and then he's gonna kill this guy. So now it goes up to 1, and then terror level goes up to shit. Okay. All right, all the victims are dead. It's just it's us and the intruders now. But let me just get the kill here from Baghead. Baghead gazed down at the decapitated victim. His head had been smashed by Baghead's pipe until it separated from the neck. Zeke had told him that killing was art form. But Baghead had no idea what that meant. Baghead remained silent and just stared, wondering if Zeke would consider this kill art. Then he heard something shatter and a loud cry of pain from a nearby room. He trudged off. There were more souls to free. Okay. That's everyone though, right? Victim wise. How come it's showing that I have one more? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I must have forgotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, because I saved 10 people. Yeah. Total 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, 14. Yeah, total 14. Baby, you need to go pee-pee? Okay. Give me a second, girl. Okay. Got 2 more rounds before the finale is revealed. Did they get another dark? Oh, no. Next step is dark power. Thankfully, thankfully they couldn't get there. They couldn't reveal their dark power because they didn't get enough victims. So at least there's a win, a little bit of a win there, because the killers can't activate their dark power. All right. Oh shit! I should have used this thing. Oh no, we were counting up victims. We just did the terror. Yeah, the last victim just got killed, but they couldn't even get to activate their dark power, which is like I said, a bit of a victory on our part. Okay, so now it is, and then there's nothing else to resolve there. So it is the final girl's turn. So now it's just between us and the killer. Right now we are in that space with Baghead, and Baghead only has 3 HP. So I think we should use weak attack. So we can get rid of him. We have 6 time currency or time slots. So I'm thinking, okay, to grab the discarded tools, that's gonna cost me 1 time slot. But then to craft the nail trap, that's another 1. You know what? I think what we should do instead is heal. We should heal and then attack him. That way, because for every time we attack, we lose 1 HP because of that weapon if we want to enhance the attack. So yeah, I'm gonna short rest and then I'm going to do a weak attack. So we're gonna do a short rest here. We roll 2. Do I have a focus? Okay, so we'll do a focus first. That way, we can potentially get 3 dice to roll again. Okay, 1 maybe, 1 no. So I'm gonna use close call to just roll one of the dice for free. So I'll roll the failed dice. Okay, to a success. 1 success. That means that I get to reduce the horror level by 1, but it will cost me 1 time slot. So that's good. Now I'm going to do. We can also search here. What do we have here at the garage? We can actually. It's a trash can lid. Let me see. Oh, we can ignore an attack with the trash can lid. And this is just, you don't even have to roll with this, but you can only use it 3 times. I'm not too worried about it. So I'm going to go ahead and just attack him. No, we'll do the short rest and then we attack. So I'm going to do a short rest with 3 dice here. I don't think there was anywhere in the rules that says that you can't rest when the killer is in the same space as you. So I guess the way that works is just maybe you're hiding somewhere in that room, you know, while the killer is like looking around for you. So you're just resting within that same space. Let me make sure, because I don't think I would have remembered something like that. But saving movement, searching for items. Okay, some action cards allow you to heal and recover health. You can never go above your starting health. Yeah, that is all they talk about when it comes to health. Nothing about sharing the same space as the killer. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll 3 and see if we can get some HP back. 3 maybes. Oh, and the short rest is maybes. Jeez. 3 maybes. I should have gotten improvise, or what was it? Planning. No, improvise. Well, then again, you have to still be successful and improvise to be able to get that. I want to keep critical blow and furious strike. You know what? Why don't we just use? I'm gonna use weak attack and search to turn one of the maybes into a yes. So at least I get 1 HP back. So 1 HP back, and then I lose 1 time. Okay. So now at least I am at 6 HP. And this is turn number 8. 9, 10. This is turn number 9. So back to 6. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and use Furious Strike. Two maybes. Okay, I have to get rid of critical blow and sprint just so that we can damage him. And we do have the giant axe, a giant hammer that adds 3 damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use sprint and critical blow. I have to, because I'm trying to get rid of at least one of these guys. So I'm gonna use that. So I get to attack for 1 plus 3, so that's actually 4 damage. And remember the way that it works for these guys. So I'm gonna remove 2, and it would have been a 3 there, and then we're gonna just say that he's down. And since this is my turn, it doesn't. Oh, all it says is it just doesn't end the current phase. So, and since it's my phase, so I have to complete everything that I want to do before we check to see what the deal with that is with his thing. That's the difference, I think, with these guys. Let me just make sure, okay? I don't know why it's like that though. I think I can understand why if it's the killer's turn, but for a player's turn, I think it shouldn't make a difference. When one of the killers still has a black final health token, loses its final health, and there's still either at least one other killer on the board, the phase doesn't immediately end as it normally would. First, lay the dead killer on its side, then change the active killer, and finish the current phase. Okay, so this is changed to... Oh, I think when it says just change the active killer, it goes up instead of down. If the phase is done, check the dead killer's black final health token. If the token is black, okay. Okay, so I can finish my. I still have to finish my action turn here before. Well, I ran out of action, you know. So and I lose one time too, and then one terror level goes up by one, and then I lose one more time slot to get this to activate this furious strike, and then I lose one HP because I used the giant hammer. Okay, so now my current my current phase has ended. Let me see. Oh no, I guess I have to finish the player phase, right? I guess it says. Oh no, action phase. So the action phase has finally ended. Um, Let me just make sure that I'm using this. After the phase is done. Okay. So, phase is done. So before I do the planning phase, we're going to check to see if he has additional health here. He has one additional health. Okay. The good news here is that at least those other two can't get back up. You know, now all I have to do for this guy, for Baghead, is just hit him one more time. Just for 1 HP. Okay, so now it is the planning phase. I only have 3 time slots, a time currency. So what I should get... I have weak attack. No, all my attacks are actually in cooldown. So I have walk, focus. Unless I want to sacrifice, remember during the action phase I can lose 3 HP to get the critical blow card. Yeah, I can do that next round, but that's 3 HP, which is I might need to do that. But I think I should, with 3 HP, I mean 3 currency, I should grab guard for 2 and then close call for 1. All right. Okay. So he's back up. Oh, that's not good because we didn't even move from that space, so we're gonna get hit. Okay. So now it is the killer's turn. Let me see. This is round 9. Okay. So they activate within their own space. All of them do. So he's going to damage me for 2 HP. So I'm going to use guard. So let's roll 2 dice. 1 success. So that means I get to reduce 2 damage. So I didn't get damage. This final girl didn't get damage because he damages for 2. But I was able to fend off the attack. Okay, now we're going to look at the tarot card. It was wearing a mask. I haven't gotten any, I guess, that shuffle. I'm only getting the killer tarot cards instead of any of the... yeah, I don't think I even got a single venue tarot card. Wow, that was... 1 at the beginning, that's it. Okay. It was wearing a mask. So terror level goes up by 1. I mean horror level. Terror level is it from hostage negotiator. Okay, if there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next tarot card. Okay, well, here's the last one, and then they're gonna get their epic finale. There are no victims, so they're gonna get their epic finale. Okay, let's reveal it and see what it is. They got "We Know Where You Live." It looks like Trish is looking out the window here. Oh, Baghead is over there. Where's Zeke? Zeke is over here. I don't see Zeke. Oh, Zeke is up on the roof. That's pretty cool. Zeke is up on the roof. Baghead is in the attic. And Trish is in the bedroom. Okay, so this is their epic finale card. So when they activate, they get to move now and then attack twice. When revealed, so when this is revealed, they're gonna look for the final girl, move towards them, and then attack for once. All killers. So I think she's gonna die. I think this is the end of the game. So each one of them. So first it's going to be Baghead. They attack for 2. So I don't have any more. I don't have any more defense cards. So attack for 2. And then they all get to activate. So then the next one would be Trish. Trish is going to move towards the final goal. Remember, they can move 2 spots for each boots icon. So she gets to this to the garage. Now she attacks Charlie for 2. And then Zeke moves. One boot means moving once, but they get to move 2 spots every time you move. And then he gets to the garage and he's going to attack her for 2. Now let's reveal our final health icon and see if, and it's a blank. So Charlie died. Wow. Here's the lesson of the story. Instead of saving all these people, she should have just left the map. But that's not the game. You know, the whole point of Final Girl is you need to be able to kill the killer to win the game. You have to be able to kill the killer, which actually, yeah, you can't just run away. You have to kill him. And we didn't even get to kill any one of them. It starts off actually very tame. They didn't get to kill a lot of victims. They only got 4. I was able to save 12 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was able to save 10 victims, and they were only able to kill 4 plus myself. I guess 5. But yeah, we save a lot of souls at least. But this is actually kind of fun, and I was a little worried that the Intruders was going to be difficult to play. Because when I attempted to set this up like a couple of nights ago, I was really tired. I was reading the rules of the setup, and seriously, I was just like, "What is this? What's going on? This is not making sense." And now I understand that it was just me just being so tired. It's been a long week for me. That's why you don't see a lot of gameplay uploads this week. Um, but yeah. It's really fun. It's challenging with these 3. It's pretty challenging, but like I said, it's interesting how they work, and it's a little bit surprising that they don't get the kills quickly. Like Hans was able to kill people pretty fast, but I think thankful because of the mostly the 2 times I played against Hans. The first time I got the Death Wish. Death Wish is a horrible event card because it almost guarantees that somebody's gonna die every turn. Um, but yeah, this was fun. I guess we should have gotten those at least. What good is that gonna do? The nail trap. Just only 1 damage. You gotta run around the map and keep making the and then you can only have 1 at a time, and they have to step on it, and then you have to yeah. It's a lot of work. Seems like the mechanics with crafting items is not that. I don't know if that would be an effective strategy. Going into this map and fighting against these intruders. They each have 6 HP. Think about that for a moment too. I mean, that's you have to make sure you have a weapon to be able to kill them. And the minor dark power that we got from them earlier was they get to heal every turn. So if you don't get rid of them immediately or get rid of that card, they get to heal every turn too. So yeah, it was very challenging. I think I'll play this again. I really want to stick with Charlie for a little bit. So maybe if I'm not sure if I'm gonna play this combination, the Intruders and Wingard Cottage. I might move on to like a different scenario, different killer. But yeah, I'm gonna play a lot of Final Girls here for the next. I would say for a little bit, because it's pretty easy to set up. This game is pretty easy to set up. It's just the only thing is like because they introduce like different mechanics and the different movie features. So getting familiar with that. Other than that, the game is pretty easy to set up. So, and I think I'm gonna stick with Charlie for a little bit. So stick with Charlie. We might just change the killer. Might just do that. Let's see. But yeah, fun times for sure. And yeah, I really like that I'm able to complete a playthrough in just one sitting with this game. So that's always a plus.
Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. I truly appreciate it. Happy gaming!